welcome. 239 Uncensored. We got a little bit of some wild music today in the house. I like it, Shannon. See some Shannon dancing.
It's Funky Friday. I can't dance. My sundress is too low cut.
Oh, your sundress is too low cut to dance.
Yes.
Oh, I see how it is.
I don't want to get banned from social media.
You don't get banned from social media? That's probably a good thing. But yeah, Shannon Livingston looking lovely today. And we are live at the 239.
You are also looking lovely.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a little different clothes. Maybe we went to like a wedding together or something. I don't know what this is all about.
I asked you if you went to a funeral or something.
Oh, no.
You have on real pants and real shoes today.
Yeah, I do. I dressed up a little bit today. And it's so funny now when you dress up, it's like, people are like, what's going on? Well,
but I feel like in Florida, it is so acceptable to, run your big corporation or whatever just in cargo shorts.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah, nobody dresses up, even for dinner or the theater.
And what I notice is like you go into these offices now, and I think since COVID, right? Everybody's like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just wear shorts. I'll wear jeans.
But I feel like, they're out of their PJs, and that's a step up. That's all they need to do.
Yeah, no, it's good. And I like it. I have worn uniforms all my career, right? So I was in the, obviously went to high school, then I went in the military. So I had a uniform there. And I was in law enforcement, the uniform there. So now I kind of like, listen, I'm going to wear what I like to wear and be comfortable for once.
Did you have to buy a bunch of clothes? Did you have like 3 shirts for 20 years because you never got to wear regular clothes?
Yeah, no, I always had, because I like do a little teaching, so I always had a couple, right? But I had to buy some stuff. Yeah, you get new. It's tough because you get up in the morning, now you have to think about what you're going to wear. So it's definitely different.
Oh, those are the struggles of your retirement, your semi-retirement.
Yeah, so you
have to coordinate outfits.
Yeah. So what's going on with you? Everything good?
Oh my gosh, it has been such a busy week. I feel like it's Monday, like it's not Friday. That doesn't make any sense. But I've been very busy, and I feel like I'm healing up. My energy level is back up, and so when you come back from a vacation and you're like ready to roll at work, and you can't wait to start that new project, and so that's been my energy this week, which is just I've exhausted myself. So now it's Friday.
So you've been tired.
You been tired?
I like these new voice effects that we have.
One thing
I noticed we had a new mixing board.
Yeah. So one thing we are going to do is we are going to do a chipmunk
show. Now this is the chipmunk show. That's so cute. Do you like that one? Well, I sound really high. You sound like you're like on some heavy duty shit. I should not have smoked before I came into the studio. Yeah.
So Shannon, so you like that though, right?
Oh my gosh, that is making me laugh so much. It's making me cry. My eyeliner's running.
And the bad thing is I'm trying to learn and figure it all out. But now we got something to know too. Now, if you really screw up and you say the F word, we can hit that too.
But why? Why do you have to censor it?
Well,
we're 239 Uncensored.
Well, I think we'll all agree Shannon Livingston's job on this show is to make me blush. And she does it quite a bit. Yeah. So when she does it, I can do.
This isn't just to silence my political and religious and.
How do you, Shannon, tell us a little bit, the Roe v. Wade, right? Just came out. How do you feel about that? Well, tell us a little bit about it.
I think about is absolute bullshit.
I think Shannon Livingston from now on is just going to be a constant. Yeah. So, oh gosh, no, that's crazy. But so there's a lot going on. We have things in Naples. We have some crazy stuff.
We have bears and snakes. Did that snake that they found, did that not look like a big old fake snake from the movie Anaconda?
That thing was huge. 18 feet long, 213 pounds, some crazy shit like that.
And they think that maybe she was one of the original snakes, like the OGs. I don't know why they would think that, just because of the size, I guess. But they, like when all the snakes got loose in the hurricane or whatever the theory is, they think she's one of the original ones, and she's just been there breeding this whole time, because now they have these little transmitters.
Susan's beeping is driving.
They want to hear what I have to say. Now they have these little transmitters, and they put them on the boy snakes. I don't know if it's like directly on their boy parts or how that works, but it's like a heat-seeking missile, And so these little boy snakes go and find the girl snakes, and that's how they're finding these breeding nests to hopefully control the numbers better. Because, you know, Amy and Donna and all these badass women out there leading the way with these pythons, they can only do so much.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. They said that there was 213 eggs, I believe, in this python. So
And a deer.
in a deer, right? So can you imagine like the devastation? So they said there's no more white-tailed deer, there's no rabbits, and come to think about it, you drive across Alligator Alley, not so much alligator, down on 41, and there's no roadkill anymore.
Right.
That's scary.
How are the hillbillies eating?
That's a good question. How are the hillbillies
The
eating?
ecosystem is drying up for all of the hillbillies.
Yeah,
out
no,
there.
I know. And then if we really want to like let people know, so if you want to really like let people know what the hell's going on, you can do like this.
That sounds like a scary movie,
Yeah.
like an old scary movie from the 50s.
And when Shannon talks to some of her old boyfriends from jail, you can do this one, Shannon.
He's getting out soon.
Is he really getting out soon?
Oh, I love that.
Could you tell us a little bit about your boyfriend in jail?
Well, he's not my boyfriend, but there are many women that chase after him.
Oh, really?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
He's more charming than the free men that are walking around.
So what does that say for y'all?
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean,
Women are like, I can't take these men out here. Where's a prisoner that's going to be sweet?
let me ask you guys on camera here. Why did girls like the guys in the prison with, why could that be attractive?
Because they're not cheating. They're like,
Well,
it's the only way I can trust this
With
guy not
Bubba,
to
they're
cheat
cheating
on
with like
me.
Bubba Joe
Well,
or
if
something
he
like
is
that.
cheating, it's not by choice, and
Yeah,
that's
right.
okay.
Yeah,
we
that
have
could
to
be it.
overlook that.
But yeah, they could be like a big monster.
I gotta stop doing this. This thing is like this toys. I got toys.
Well,
here.
I see that I have a board over here. Do I
You-
get to do like
you
funny
do,
sounds
but
and stuff?
Shannon's board is not turned on for a reason.
I'm not turned on.
Yeah, you're not turned on.
You're not
out.
telling me.
Yeah, you're out. You're out. You're not turned on. So I
Haven't
don't know.
been turned on in like I don't know how
I
many
believe
years.
we have a cool video. Can we do the bear? And that, believe it or not, Jim of mine. But look at this bear. I gotta figure out. This bear. Look at him. Shannon. That's a huge bear.
That is a huge
that
bear.
bear is huge. Like people don't realize how big that thing is.
So what do you think about those bears? So what happens with the bear if it's in the neighborhood? Does somebody go out, not like a random person, but someone from some organization, the bear organization, do they come out?
Florida Wildlife Commission.
So do they like use their dart gun to just sedate them and relocate them? Or do we skin them and sell their meat like the alligators? Like what are we doing?
The
with
bears
these
are protected, so they're not going to get the.
Otherwise, we would
but
skin the
what
shit
they-
out of them
what-
and fry up their innards.
Yeah, right. What they do is they'll do some sort of bean bags and things like that to get them to leave the neighborhood. But you're never going to get rid of the bears.
Because everybody's tired of playing cornhole. They're like, look, we're getting out the cornhole. He's like, fine, I'm leaving. You
I'm
didn't
leaving.
have to,
I'm
like-
out of here. I'm out of here. Geez, you guys are killing me. It's freaking nuts. So yeah, no. So what they'll do is they believe it or not, they teach classes on how to, like, if you have an Ave Maria, they used to go out and they used to teach classes. If you run into a bear, these are some things that you can do to, protect yourself. But
Right.
believe it or not, there has not been that many bear attacks in the state of Florida. I think one lady got attacked because she went and whacked it with the broom. So the bear's like, I'm not gonna put up with this shit.
So what should you do if you encounter a bear?
Go back in the house and close the door.
But if you're like you're
I
in
know.
your garage
I know.
and you turn around and the bear's right there and you're pinned, do you act big? Do you play dead? What do you do?
I think you just probably pause, and I would say 9 times out of 10, and I'm not like a rocket scientist, nor do I have a study that says
there are
anything.
studies that
Right? There's a
support
study.
this?
Shannon always comes up with some bullshit study. So,
It's called data.
but
The rest of the world loves it.
but they, from my understanding, is just remain calm.
Mhm.
Don't breathe. But for the most part, they're as scared of you as you are of them.
Mhm.
But they're big. Can you imagine like walking outside and taking your garbage can out and like running into freaking
Okay, so one
Gentle
time
Ben?
I was at a county meeting to voice my concern for whatever various thing it was that day. And they had this woman that was pitching these trash cans that were like bears couldn't molest them because that's what we call it, right? Molesting. And so it had a picture of a bear on the top and it said the bears will learn that they can't get into these trash cans when they see this like symbol. And I started cracking up, and like they had to, like, the commissioners were looking at me like, pull it together. Like, it's a
Pull it
professional
together.
thing, but I was like,
Well, we all know this
I
lady's
said,
funny.
what?
Yeah.
I was like, the bears know. It was just the most ridiculous thing. We did not implement that program. I think she was pitching that. But that was like what they were trying to say is the bears are so smart that once they see, oh, this is one of those bear proof things. This has a little face of a bear on the lid. And so I know not to mess with this. I'm just going to go down the road.
Yeah. Well,
Like, adults don't know that.
Yeah.
They barely know which one is the recycling.
Yeah, right.
But the bear's going to come along and be like,
the
all
yellow
right.
top, I have to leave it alone, So, yeah, but I mean, I think as long as, we're in Florida, this is like wildlife. This is crazy. You're going to run into bears. You're going to run into snakes. But the big bears and the big snakes, that's kind of scary.
I had a lizard in my kitchen sink the other morning.
Was it like a little one?
It was a little tiny baby one. And I was trying to save it because if they, stay inside, the pesticide and lack of water and whatever will kill it. So I was trying to get it out with a pitcher, and then it just flew off somewhere and died in my house.
That's good. That's good. And Victoria says, yeah, have a very nice day. 239 Uncensored. Thank you, Victoria. She's always so nice to us. It's good to have that group.
So should we all have bear spray just walking around in our yard?
Well,
kids walking home from school.
The bears are going to be here. And then, like I said, I've seen a lot of bears in the community. And when I lived out in the States, they were coming through, and I haven't seen a bear attack. So, I mean, I wouldn't get too wrapped up. It's just let them do their thing. And in this case, Jimmy Ritchie, he was one of my students at Naples High. I know his mother real well, Lane Ritchie. And I called him, or I texted him. I go, holy shit, that was a really cool thing. He actually followed it. But his Camden, He lives up in Camden Park. I believe it's right off of Livingston, almost to the Lee County line. So there's bears all through the woods everywhere.
Well, wasn't one over by like Seed to Table last week? And
Mercado.
Yeah.
That's probably the same one.
That was hilarious though, watching that one bear just walk through Mercado like it was looking for happy hour.
Yeah.
Very casual.
And that's expensive clothing store that it was going
The
by.
bears are doing okay here.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
It's not like the Berenstein bears. Did they wear clothes? I don't remember.
Did
they wear pants?
I'm not sure about
and what's up with those cartoon bears like, oh, I have a little shirt on but no pants? You would think if they were going to have one article, it would be to cover their genitalia and like leave the rest exposed, but they choose to swap that around.
I don't know.
Does that make sense? Like Winnie the Pooh, he wears a shirt and no pants.
That's true too. But it's a bear. They usually go naked.
Bears don't have any parts at all. I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but they usually go naked. I mean, that's what they run around in.
Unless they're in a little shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't make it. Yogi Bear, didn't he have a tie and no pants? That makes even less sense.
That makes less sense. But
you're accessorizing and still not wearing pants.
They're normally naked, so a tie's like an addition. That's how it works. So what else is going on this weekend?
I'm just thinking about naked people in ties.
Yeah, I guess you are.
So I also sent Diana this story to cover because it just feels like everything in Florida is trying to kill us. If it's not the politicians or the alligators, it's catfish. So this boy was fishing and he caught a catfish and one of the barbs went into his chest. Now they say that the neurotoxins that are in these fish, like on the barbs, it's not enough to kill you, but it can make you very sick and cause infections and all kinds of other things. And so this boy did have to get some medical care. But can you imagine being that mother and being fishing with your son and like, oh, stay out of trouble and stay safe. Let's just go fishing. And then like he takes one to the chest. It's crazy.
Well, that's how, remember what was the crocodile
Steve
hunter?
Irwin, yeah.
Steve Irwin. He got
manta ray.
Manta ray. So that was like to think that could happen like that.
So this is like a smaller version of that. But I didn't know that catfish were venomous. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know. They have some sort of toxins, right? Because I've gotten pricked by one when you try to take it off the freaking line. They're nasty. Yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah, we used to catch them in the Ozarks. Yeah. Did you know that I spent every summer in the Ozarks as a child?
I can believe it.
Barefoot and
fishing. I can believe it. Are we allowed to?
Long line of hillbillies.
Could you put your hand up?
It's not webbed.
Is it hooked or can you go?
My parents are not related.
Can you go? I used to have some property up in Arkansas, right in the Ozarks,
it's beautiful.
Boring. It's beautiful up there. Yeah, absolutely.
But they used to fish a lot for catfish. I wouldn't take it off the line, but I would help set the catfish line.
If you were going to get attacked by any wild animal in the state of Florida, which animal would you prefer? Now we know you're a lion, tiger type of person, and you've trained those before. But if you were going to get attacked, what animal would it be? Would you rattlesnake? Would you, a shark? Gator?
How about one of those egrets? I could take on one of those.
Yeah, egret. You gotta take on an egret. Shannon takes on an
They have those
egret.
long legs. And that crane move. That was what Karate Kid won with. So I wouldn't. Don't be laughing it off. Like they're a formidable opponent.
Yeah, no kidding. I got it. Yeah, and Victoria writes in there: the bears aren't naked; they have fur. Which we do understand that, but.
So I guess you can't.
But I guess we have some fur too. You just can't see it as much, right?
Especially if you're Italian.
Yeah, that's true too. You got a sweater on your back.
What type of animal attack would you like to withstand?
I think I probably would take a shark. I think but if I was in the water over my head, I don't think I want the shark. But
I mean, like, why a shark? A shark will fuck you up. You didn't press the button.
I'm too slow on the button.
You'll never make it in
podcasting. Here we go. Yeah. It'll what?
It'll fuck you up.
Oh, yeah, there we go. But no, I don't know. Maybe a shark, because I've seen people like whack the shit out of them if they hit them on a nose, and they're good to go.
You see that guy that got attacked by a shark, and he just happened to be saved by a nurse and a cop
and a police officer.
And then when they got up on shore, there was a doctor and another nurse up there that waiting.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
And none of the vital organs were apparently attacked. But yeah, I'm not sure that I would do a shark attack though. And they say like, oh, poke him in the eyes or punch him in the snout, and that'll take him down too. But that sounds unreliable. I haven't talked to a lot of people that have actually done that. I feel like that's just a theory, like maybe not a tested theory.
Yeah, it could be.
But I'm afraid of water too. Like I'm not a good swimmer. I don't like animals touching me when I'm swimming. Do you go swimming in the water around here?
I do. The thing is, I get to a certain point.
Flesh-eating bacteria water?
I get to a certain point where I'm like, okay, so I'm in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the water. And if I can touch, I'll fight anything. I think I can, right? But if I'm like in a spot where I'm like trying to keep myself above float, I probably wouldn't. And, it takes a lot of energy. And I'm a decent swimmer, right? So we get that a lot of times in law enforcement. People... let's get off the subject, but people will crash the car and go in the water and flip over, and then everybody's looking at the police officer like, you can go rescue this person. That's a hard thing to do. But if I can touch, I feel like I could probably take a shark on. How about like a sea turtle? You could probably do a sea turtle.
And not if it's a snapping turtle, though.
Yeah, right. A snapping turtle get you. It's not.
Have you ever been like, they have box turtles in Missouri? That's what I grew up with. Everybody wants to carry a turtle around here, and I'm like, what are you doing? But most of the turtles here are pretty docile.
Yeah, pretty good.
Except for those the leather neck turtles. Those things.
Yeah, those will bite you. Yeah. And they come around.
Exactly. I was going to say, they got a long neck. Yeah, so you got to be careful.
And you know what's crazy is, and I've seen going down the road, like on Airport Road, right? So these people will see a turtle crossing the road, and they'll pull off on the side of the road. This drives me nuts. And Alex said, "Oh, I'll stop for the turtle." People do not understand, folks. You can't get out of your car on Airport Road and try to save a turtle, because you will get squashed. Okay,
you should not do that.
You don't do that. If you could possibly get every lane to stop, right?
If we could organize
the stoppage, that would be a little bit better.
Really, like throw flares down around the turtle.
People don't realize how many people.
Not too close, because then you're going to have turtle soup. You're going to be cooking that.
Exactly.
And if it's a gopher tortoise, that's going to come with a charge.
Yeah, no. So please don't do that. Has anybody, how many people, please comment, how many people would go on the road to save a turtle? And if you write that,
I would though. I didn't know that we weren't allowed to.
Yeah. So Monica writes, have we talked about the python, the 18-foot? Yes, we were talking about that earlier, Monica.
Do we have a picture though?
Can you imagine, I don't think we have that one, but can you imagine 18-foot python that weighs 213 pounds? I mean, I guess they got notified that this python,
213-pound snake.
Yeah, that's huge.
There's an ex-boyfriend joke in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Shannon, we got. Yeah, so it's nuts. But
did you see that video of I think it was Amy cooking the python egg, like a scrambled egg? It was like pudding, and she put it in a pan and was trying to cook it up to see what would happen.
Yeah, did you see like that?
It looks terrible.
Gross. It's gross. Yeah.
And she said it smelled terrible.
Yeah,
Would
it
you eat
looks-
a cooked
No.
python egg?
No.
What
no,
if we microwaved it?
No.
What if we put some hollandaise sauce on it?
Yeah, well, maybe, but I think
Over a little English muffin.
I think it'd be more like this. Would I? And then basically it's gonna hear crickets because I'm not gonna.
We have
do that.
more sound. So I'm just going to discover all of these sound effects with the listeners, right? You're not going to like tell me what we have.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, you're gonna have to find those out. We usually we lost our panel with your.
But don't use them against me.
No, I never do. Well, once in a while,
Other
I'll
than
do like a.
bleeping me
I'll
out.
do like a Shannon smoking. Like if you say something really silly, I'll do smoking marijuana or something like that. But,
We call it cannabis.
yeah, cannabis. Oh, that's right. I'm
And
not
it-
allowed to
it
say that. I apologize.
grows-
I'm not doing that to be disrespectful. to
It
you.
grows
I think it's
brain
bullshit, but yeah,
cells.
whatever.
It does not kill them.
Yeah. Oh, that's that's a whole nother story. Let's not
It's
go.
not a story. It's a scientific
It grows.
fact.
Marijuana grows.
It protects
brain
and grows.
cells.
Yes.
Protects and grows, but it does not kill them. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Show me that study, please.
The
Yes.
patent for cannabinoids lists them as a
Stop.
neuroprotectant
Stop
for
it.
specifically Alzheimer's and
Ugh,
Parkinson's.
stop it.
And that patent was held by the United States government.
Yeah. This is the. Yeah. Can I do this one?
Do you really not believe that?
No, of course I don't believe it. Of course I don't believe that.
Why would I make that up?
Cannabis does not generate or grow brain cells. That's like
You
saying
don't
if I
think that cannabis is a medicine that can help protect your brain and can help you heal from a brain injury? You don't believe that?
It can make you lose a portion of it. Yes. if
Do you really
smoke
think
a lot of
that?
it. Yeah,
You
of
think it
course I do.
kills brain cells?
Yeah, I do.
That is not true, and
I
that has
do.
been disproven many times.
Oh, Victoria studied it. She says it's true. Tim Jarrett, I studied about cannabis.
Woohoo!
Is it
I have
true?
Victoria on
Victoria,
my side.
is it true
Shannon
or
fan.
yeah? I still don't believe it because I've
You don't
never
have to believe
I've
it.
never seen anybody who smoked a lot of weed that just has just been a rocket scientist. So
Really?
That's my
Because
personal opinion.
I smoke weed every day, and I'm able
Again,
to stick it to
my-
you intellectually every day.
My exact point.
No, that
Exactly.
is not a good point
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
I think that pisses people off, truly, that I am such an advocate for cannabis. And when we talk about medical cannabis, respect the system, do it the right way, that don't use it as a cover for recreational. It's a totally different issue. But I have smoked cannabis every day for a long, long time. And people that want to say that it kills your brain cell, I'm walking proof, not to sound, really cocky, but I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, but maybe just think how smart you'd be if you didn't, huh? Ooh,
That's
how
not
you
true.
like that? Yeah, that might be. You might have started out really smart. and
No,
you just
I
kind of have
understand
faded over time.
neuroplasticity, and apparently you do not.
Yeah, well, I
Our brains are
My-
constantly growing and trying to lay down
Yeah.
new neural pathways. That's how we can train our brain. We'll have a whole episode about it.
yeah. So okay, Victoria, I will take all my time and go to that school and learn all about
Or
it.
you can go to Oaksterdam, which is in Oakland, California. I went there. I went out to Oakland and went to school there and was the valedictorian of my class.
There you go. That's good. So you
So I
learned
know all
about
the
it.
studies.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I just know.
You are arguing
I would
with
just
me
I just
about
know
it.
that I don't really know how the impact of marijuana has positively affected people, maybe for medical use, but not
Mhm.
it's not made them smarter. I can tell you that right now.
It has. Carl Sagan smoked weed every day.
Yeah, okay. All right. They might get deep thoughts, but has it increased your intelligence? I don't really know.
James Garner. I mean, if it's good enough for Maverick, who are you to disagree with that?
Okay. All right. I can disagree.
Again, we go back to the whole alcohol conversation. If
Well,
you're,
alcohol, every sip you take kills your
it
shit.
kills your
Yeah.
brain cells, and it's been directly linked to at least 7 kinds of cancer. 7. So cannabis can help treat and cure cancer. It does not
It could mask it,
kill
probably. I
your
don't know
brain
if it
cells. It
treats
helps
it.
you heal from brain
Might
injuries,
treat it.
and we still vilify it.
It might treat it to make you feel better,
not
but I
being
wouldn't
me.
say it improves your stance. I
It
don't
helps
think.
to kill cancer cells in 3 separate ways, actually.
Okay. Well, I can't argue with that on
You
that.
need to
so I
go
don't
sit
really
down
know.
with the doctor.
Yeah.
Because you haven't done your
because
research.
yeah, because it's like going to the. It depends on what doctor you go to, right? I'm sure it's not like every doctor says the same things.
Sadly, most doctors don't know.
I've never heard anybody, with the exception of you and maybe a couple others, that say that marijuana helps your brain.
Really?
Yeah. Never.
Well, that's sad
Yeah.
because if you were diagnosed with Alzheimer's or you had a brain injury, then I would offer you help with cannabis.
It might relieve some of the things that you're going through as a medicine would, but does it improve
like
it?
to just
I don't
treat
know.
pain.
Maybe pain or anxiety and things like that, but is it really improving your brain? I don't know. Is it mask things? I don't know.
It is. The cannabinoids are proven neuroprotectants. Proven. CBD, THC.
I got a study for that. Bring it in.
There is.
Yeah. And I also got a study probably that says that the cannabis will make you probably not that bright after long-term use.
The best that they're able to do, because our government has thrown a lot of money behind different studies that they've tried to do to prove harm from cannabis. And the best that they have been able to do is say that it may cause that heavy use may cause slight structural changes to the brain in the adolescent brain. And then when you really get into that study and you look at it, those changes, you need software to see. That's how small those changes are. You don't look at a scan and, oh, look at that. And the changes may also be positive. You may be growing gray matter and other parts of the brain that are actually helpful. So that's a little misleading as well.
Well, I remember the commercial with the kids in the basement. And
do you remember the commercial with the doctor smoking the cigarette too? He's telling you that was good for your health.
He's like 32 years old, and he's like, and the mother comes downstairs and he goes, Johnny, have you got a job yet? And, oh, Mom, I haven't done that. I'm just smoking out, not doing anything else with his life.
And some losers may smoke weed. Those two things may be related. He may drink milk also. It doesn't mean that the milk is making him a loser.
So all you go ahead and comment on it. We like that. Bring your comments.
Correlation is not causation, Tim. You know that.
Yeah. Well,
you know better.
Yeah. Well, I have not seen anybody come to me and say that if I smoke weed, I'm going to increase my brain power. I've never heard that other than you and maybe a couple people went to cannabis university.
Okay, but have you ever asked a neuroscientist that studies cannabis? And
no, but I've been around. I've been around 55 years, and I don't know anybody who smokes a lot of marijuana or a lot of cannabis. It's a freaking genius. There's people
you know me. How can you? I'm right here.
But just think how smart you'd be if you didn't smoke.
But if I already have a genius IQ, how fucking smart do I need to be? Maybe I need to smoke weed to be able to bring me down to your level so that we can
argument with you. I can't even have an argument with you
because I'm so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's hard to look at me and
unbelievable.
argue.
We got our numbers are banging through the roof here today. But yeah, no. But I mean,
well, because they're all expecting us to talk about things we're not going to talk about.
I think I'm pretty open to the cannabis thing.
I don't think so at all. I think that you're open to it having medical properties to treat pain or nausea. Like, okay, maybe it's a secondary thing to chemotherapy. But when I say to you, it might actually be an option to chemotherapy, then you don't believe that.
If you say to me, like, if you smoke weed, you're going to get a better score in your SAT, I would call bullshit on that every day.
Why?
Just because
because you don't believe that I'm laying down neural pathways that you don't have?
Hopefully I don't have the same ones you do. The pathways.
Are you trying to make me feel bad about myself?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Because you can't.
Yeah. And then we do. I mean, some people, I know you made some statements. We won't even talk about it because we don't know enough information. But Shannon, I can take that up on her own Facebook page if you're looking to have that. So because I don't know enough information on it.
Nobody knows enough information, right?
So that we'll just keep
it's also a sticky situation, but this is a very good time to say, just like the cannabis conversation, you and I did not agree.
Right, we don't agree. And that's why you're on this show.
We don't agree on a lot. We talk about a lot. And so, there's going to be more that we disagree on. And so my opinion is always my own, whether it's on Facebook or out in the real world. Do not hold Tim responsible for what I may say.
And listen, a lot of people ask, and I'm sure we do this because we have fun together. We do this and we don't always agree. And I think that makes it fun. If I say, oh, Shannon, everything you say is, we would not be fun. And people look at me.
It would be a great time for me.
People look at me like I get the comments like, Tim, you don't know what you're talking about. And then people look at Shannon and go, yeah, you know what you're talking about. Or sometimes you don't, but whatever. And
When it comes to cannabis, I do.
If you and I were always in agreement, no one would want to be entertaining. So,
Right.
We know there's a little hype up. You got a little hype going, but let's keep that one off the table because we don't know enough. And there's a lot of people that we know we don't want to hurt
Well, off
anybody's
the
feelings.
table
I don't
here.
want to. Yeah.
I have a lot
you
of
can
questions.
go to battle. You can go to battle.
Yeah, personally as a citizen, but as far as my role as an entertainer on this show, as I told you, it's not a hill that I need to die on. We don't have any information.
And we would never would we censor you. Yeah. Never censor you.
Right. But that's also another reason I wanted to kind of bring it up, but not is I want people to know that I'm not being censored. It was a decision that this whole team, our production team, agreed on, and it's just it's not time yet.
Yeah, and I think the 239 Uncensored, we like to have fun. We like to promote things, and we don't know the whole stories, and obviously, if people get locked up, we bring it up. But usually, it's people we don't know, and when the time's right, we'll bring it up. How's that sound?
This is very complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated,
and I promise to be well behaved.
But we have fun, and that's what makes it good.
We'll keep it fun.
Yes, it's good.
I brought my Hawaiian punch in my cup today.
And Shannon doesn't drink alcohol, and that's what she says.
So I get excited over Hawaiian punch. But remember the movie Mr. Deeds where they had it in the drinking fountain?
Yeah. No, I remember.
So Joe bought some, and I was like all excited to see it in the refrigerator this morning. So I had to treat myself. I'm such a child. This is what it takes to make me happy. A little Hawaiian punch.
That's all. That makes you happy. That's good.
I've had men try to buy me all sorts of expensive shit, and I'm like, just give me some Hawaiian punch.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna go and we're gonna talk about what's coming up this weekend that we know of. I mean, there's a lot of events going on, and we're gonna do it in chipmunk style.
So if you want to listen to us in chipmunk style, here it is. Shannon came across from her meeting recently, and I think you took some medicinal marijuana or cannabis. No?
What meeting?
She forgot what meeting it was. I don't know.
About?
I don't know, but
Oh my God, this is making me laugh so much.
so Shannon tells me that cannabis does not impact you in any way.
No, it impacts me in a great way.
No, we just sucked up some helium.
Oh my God. Why does that make
sound
me
effect.
laugh
I
like
love
that?
sound
If that
effect.
makes me laugh so much, it makes me my eyes instantly water.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's a good
That
time.
is so funny.
Well, I guess we got a lot of things going on. You know what I saw? They're having at Mercado, they're having like a javelin
To stab the bear?
tournament.
Like if you
it's
see
kinda-
the
it's
bear
kinda like
throw a
weird.
javelin
There's a
at
guy
it?
out there practicing over where they show the movies
Oh,
at the
that's right. That's
Mercado, and they're
tomorrow,
doing
right?
a
In
yeah.
the
So the guy's like
lawn?
practicing. I don't really know what that's all about, but it'd be
That's
kind of cool.
weird.
Yeah,
It's
it'd be kinda
guys in
cool.
short shorts, and I don't need to see that.
And it's like 900 degrees out right now.
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna want to go outside?
No thanks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Guys
crazy.
with a big, no.
Yeah,
It's a little too phallic for me.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Well, it's been a great one. 239 Uncensored. We got a little bit different music today. I don't know if
I'm
you
very
want to.
excited about this board.
The board's good.
I
We're gonna
can't take the
bring up a
chipmunk
lot
voice
more stuff.
That shuts me down in happy tears.
The chipmunk
it's
voice
so
is really
funny.
good, but this is kind of groovy though. I love the
funky
I love
music?
the funky music.
Maybe just on Fridays.
Yeah,
Like Friday.
We'll call it Friday Funk. Hey, thanks
funk
everybody. We had a
yourself.
bunch of people viewing today. It was great. So maybe they were looking for some surprise. I think Shannon got them fired up.
I'm a little controversial.
But we like to take care of everybody and make sure we're doing the right thing. So 239 Uncensored, living Southwest Florida and beyond. And we're out. We're gonna keep the funk going just a little bit.
Do the
Fist bump. We are.
Oh,
Ow! All right.